that it? Alright. Is audio working? Is that it? Alright. Is audio working? Let me increase this a little bit. Alright, we should be good now. Alrighty, so what I have to do is I have to complete a commission that will be, where is it? I gotta do first a coral. So I look up low poly coral for a reference picture. Just gonna make one little thing of coral. So mesh, oh, let me do screencast first. Screencast keys, alright, cool, it's working. So now what I can do is I can go add mesh cylinder, and then we can change this to 12 vertices. Okay. And then, oh, let me, sorry. Let me grab this. Scale this out a bit. Scale this out a bit as well. Oh, what'd I do? Oh, wrong selection tool. Scale in a little bit. Up. Actually, I could right click. Right click. Right click. Okay. Maybe I could grab this, bevel it a bit. This. Proportional editing. Shade smooth, turn on the normals. Auto smooth. 45. Alright. Let me go back to the reference photo. Let me open this image in another tab. This is what the image is that I'm using as a reference. So we can do from here. So we can grab, I guess an icosphere would work. Do one subdivision, move it along the X. I need to break the bottom. Get rid of that vertice. I guess we don't need to fill it in. Just need to pull it down a little bit. Move it in. Oh. Out. In. Okay, cool, that'll work. Need to put one at the top, make it a little bit. Do we need to make it bigger? What we could do is we could scale that down, S0, move it back in a little bit. Okay. That looks good. We can grab this. Shift D, rotate. Let me just set origin geometry. There we go, that's a lot easier. Oh, thanks, Twigs. I don't know when you send that, but thank you. Alright, now we gotta change this up a little bit so it's not as formulaic. RZ to rotate along Z. See, do we want to scale it from where? Okay, so the bottom gets bigger than the top. How many? What's the triangles on this? Oh, okay, it's still good. Still good. Okay, so I think that's good. I'm gonna separate these from the rest. Selection only, export, hide, OBJ. Oh, I gotta title it. Yikes. Shift D, untitled. Oh, wait, the same one, isn't it? Yep. Untitled 2, location, yes. Alright, cool. So now we just scale this down. We can use color theory and just make this slightly bluer to make it look a little bit better. It's lighter. Oh, I need to make it more saturated. Holy. Okay, okay. Decrease a little bit, move a little bit closer to green. Oh. You know what? We could just do this. Lower saturation on that a bit, and then we can make both of them ungroup. Smooth plastic. Group them. Boom. Coral. Okay, what's next on the list? Coral seashell. Okay. How do you make these? Oh, it's the only way to find out. How do you make a seashell? Oh, okay, okay, okay. So we do that, grab these, bevel it. See, we do individual origins on this. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Grab these, edge, mark sharp. Make make sure nobody say anything. We can grab every other. It'd be smart to do this. Don't know what I'm thinking. Yep. So now I should be able to array it. Oh, okay, cool. 5. Oh, Control L, that's the button. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Separate selection. I like that. I wonder how a screw and cylinder mesh works. That look good. Be smarter. Single bar would be the smartest way. Why can't I make a circle? Why am I not just doing the screw modifier? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm sorry, I'm stumped right now. My brain is not working. Trying to figure out which modifier would make it swirl. Be smarter. Howdy. Howdy, Air. I'm just doing like some sea stuff. Let me open it real quick and look at it. It is coral, which I've already done, and then seashell and seaweed. And I haven't done a seashell before, so it's throwing me off a little bit. It might take me a minute, but I'll definitely get it. It's nothing crazy. Yeah, that's not doing it. I'll do this to... Oh, is the lighting video good? What are your thoughts on that? Oh, I miscounted. Was there anything I missed or anything you want me to cover that I didn't cover? It's all good. It happens to the best of us. Can't just do this or decimate. This is the way to... Okay, that's not the way. Is it this way? Whoa! I thought it's... Oh, I'm not doing... I'm not supposed to dissolve. Oh, you didn't hear what I said. Sorry, I just realized you didn't hear what I said. I said, was there anything that I missed on that video that I didn't cover? Or anything you'd like me to make a video on in the future as well? Lying should be covered. Semi-optional things. What are you thinking about? Like, what kind of stuff should I have covered in the video that I didn't cover? Was there anything you'd like me to see in another video cover? I try to make it as quick as possible so you got as much information with as little time spent. What kind of lighting properties did you want me to cover? Like just all of them, or did you want me to cover surface lights, point lights? Let's see what else is there. Atmosphere just went right over my head. Depth of field, which if you put a depth of field in, you should take that out of your game immediately. That'll half your FPS. That's what I was trying to do. Okay, that's what my brain was trying to pull me towards. Howdy, Octus. Pros, not props. Oh, sorry, I just saw this. Depth of field. Okay, depth of field. Oh, 1 second. Yes, man. Love you. So depth of field. You don't want to put that in your game because I have a game called Swordmaster Simulator, and I also have a game called Raze, which is the one from the map editing video. When we put in the depth of field and tested the game on both, the FPS over, I think it went from like 60 on my computer, consistent 60, to a consistent 20 on SMS. On Raze, it didn't affect it as much because we have everything set on there to where it will just not work if like the features will not work if your computer starts getting lag from it. But it also didn't really we're taking it out next update. It's not a necessity at all. It really messed up the game a little bit. Sunrays is just something you have to play with. I don't know which one's which. But right here, if you change the intensity, it just makes it brighter. The spread will just make, you know, the whole intensity of it spread. So if you have it like right here, so let me load the spread. This circle right here that you see, the little smooth around it, that's where the spread goes to, and the intensity just makes that wider and wider. That's all there really is to it. So then it just spreads to the soften areas. So you really don't want to use sun rays much, but if you do, don't use too much of it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's not even worth putting in your game. Most games that have it, they should just remove it. Guaranteed the game will look better. Pros and cons, each one. Well, with depth of field, it makes the game look better, but it's not worth it for the drop off. Sun rays doesn't really do anything because it's just like putting a neon part in the sky as a GUI. So I mean, if you want to add it and make it look better, go for it. Bloom, that just makes like stuff a little bit lighter. It doesn't really do anything to it. It's the same thing as sun rays. It won't really affect you. But I don't think the viewers are that elementary in the knowledge studio. Yeah, no. Not many people do know how to explain it. A lot of people will know, but they won't know at the same time because there's little stuff that you'll see even like developers have been around for like 6 years, like me in front of a programmer just going Control D and dragging around. They didn't even know that existed. There's a lot of little things that a lot of developers skip over. So regardless of how well versed you think you are, you can miss some things. Do blur affects the games as much as DOF does? What's DOF? Oh, depth of field? No. Because blur Okay, so depth of field, it actually has to measure like which items are going to get blurred or not. And so it's constantly scanning for every little stud you move, even if it's like 0.001. So it's going to keep scanning through all the objects that are in range. With blur, it just blurs your screen. It's like if I were to, let's see, I have this image for raise. If I were to go to effects, blurs, Gaussian blur, it's pretty much just doing this over it. It's just like blending the colors together. It's nothing crazy. If you have a blur effect in your game, you don't even worry about it. It's the same thing as putting a GUI. It's not going to do anything to you. Oh, what was this? What's this called again? A seashell. Of course, anytime. If you have any more questions, just ask. I'll stop what I'm doing right now and show you. I thought that would be a little more caught in the lighting. Figuring out small obvious things is the definition of my Blender career. Almost 2 years of Blender experience. I just found out how to bridge edge loop some months ago. Dude, I just found out after, what was it? I had to do something where I had to keep selecting materials from something I made that you can just go, right here. What is it? Right click. You can separate by material. You can just grab everything and separate it by materials. There's so many little things you don't even notice that are hotkeys that'll just make your workflow so much faster. Yeah, that's good because it's gonna be flat. It's too flat. Okay, cool. That'll do good. What's that? Seaweed. Oh, that's easy. Yeah, I know. There's just so many little things you can learn. There's videos on it, but I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I ain't gonna watch it. The Bull Tool add-on. What's the Bull Tool? I'm gonna look that up real quick. Operation. Oh. Do you mean it's an add-on that makes booleans easier. Okay, so booleans is like let me make sure I'm talking about the right modifier. Okay. So what does it do to make it easier? Because if that does make it a lot easier, I don't use them all the time, but I do use them enough to where it definitely would matter. Okay. Very simple is selecting things to press a hotkey and also doing the Boolean key. Okay, I'm gonna look that up. Is it one that is just by default in that I can grab? Or is it one I have to download off the internet? Assuming that's just one in preferences, right? You said the Boolean key. I thought you meant it was like a hotkey to use it. Okay. Okay. Control shift. Oh, that's gonna be so useful. Holy. Let me write that down. I need to learn that later. I can learn how to use that properly at least. Heck. Control shift. Control shift B. I'm just that lazy. I don't even blame you if it not messes, if it speeds up workflow. I'd do anything to speed up workflow. Dude, all I'm saying is if you can increase your workflow by any amount, it is 100% worth doing. Like, if instead of doing booleans you had to cut it out and then just delete a face, same thing. As long as it speeds it up, it doesn't matter. Or like this, instead of modeling out each individual part, just going through them and getting it all set perfectly. Oh, I could use the boolean right now, actually. Oh, that's gonna be cool. Okay, so which one negates? Or difference, sorry, difference. It's called difference in Blender. Would that be? Grab these objects at origin geometry. If I grab this, Control Shift, is it 1? Oh no, that's not the right button. That's definitely not the right button. What'd I do? That definitely was not the right button. Okay, so this is first Control Shift star. No, that's not it. Control Shift slash. Okay, cool. Okay, okay, I can get behind this. This is cool. Delete these without messing anything up, right? Eh, it'll do. Wait. I didn't properly do it. Control Shift, is it dash? Did I already do that one? Oh, okay, cool, that's it. Oh, thank you for that. I'm gonna use that a lot more. I might make a whole video on that alone. I think that's it that I need to do today. But if it's not, I'll hop back on. Thanks for watching though. Hopefully we'll do this at least like every other day maybe. But yeah, that's all. And thank you, Air. I didn't know that existed at all. Definitely gonna start using that a lot more. Oh, not